A very good evening to our dear listener. Welcome to Explorer Online Radio, the home of reliable and authentic news. Today is the 16th of August 2023, and bringing you the 9 p.m. news is Judicial. First, the headlines. President Museveni discusses prospects of solar energy. Government to reinforce youth empowerment programs. Judiciary deploy new appointed officers. And across borders, Kenyan Parliament receives petition to ban TikTok. Here is the news in details. President Museveni has met with Baroness Sandeep Verma, a former UK Under-Secretary of State and Chairman Nexus Green Limited, while he was briefed on the status of solar-powered irrigation schemes they engaged in. During the meeting, the President remarked that irrigation supported by solar-powered water pumps is crucial since it would prolong the growing time of crops in Uganda. Baroness, who met the President on Tuesday at State House Nakasero, thanked the head of state for his continued support to see the company yield tangible progress with some of the projects ready for commissioning. Nexus Green Limited is a Ugandan-based solar energy company supplying, manufacturing, and delivering affordable solar-powered solutions designed for over 458 million people in East Africa. The State Minister for Youth and Children Affairs, Sarah Mateke, while addressing the press at Uganda Media Centre on Wednesday, has implored young people to take advantage of the 30% youth fund that was integrated into the parish development model, among other government initiatives aimed at empowering the group. This is ahead of the International Youth Day, slated for 18th August 2023. The youths were also urged to embrace key sectors such as agriculture, ICT, and industrialization. The Committee on Health has today presented their report in Parliament on issues regarding the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Bill 2023. Dr. Ayume Charles, the Chairperson Health Committee, recommended the ban of the consumption of cannabis and khat and said it should only be allowed for cultivation and usage strictly for medical purposes and research. It was found that cannabis was largely affordable and associated with criminal cases related to theft, burglaries, violence, and accidents. The committee observed that if enacted, the bill will significantly help Ugandans fight against the abuse and trafficking of illicit drugs, both internally and across borders. The Judiciary has deployed 96 newly appointed judicial officers and 74 have been transferred in a bid to improve access to justice in the country. The officers include registrars, assistant registrars, and grade 1 magistrates. According to Chief Justice Alfonso Owini-Dolo, the new deployments are geared towards strengthening the capacity of the courts to settle disputes in a timely manner and promote the rule of law. While releasing the transfer lists, the Chief Registrar, Ms. Sarah Langa, stated that the transfers and deployments have been informed by the caseload and the fulfillment of the Chief Justice's promise to extend judicial services closer to the people. According to Langa, the deployments are with immediate effect, while the transfers are with effect from September 1st. The National Environment Management Authority arraigned 2 suspects in Kabale Magistrates Court for illegally mining sand along River Chiruma in Kitumba Village, Kabale Municipality. The suspects, Bekunda Dan and Paul Ahumuza, were arrested in a NEMA operation while illegally mining sand in a gazetted wetland zone. Other suspects, still at large, are being pursued by NEMA enforcement team. According to NEMA officials, under their mandate, they are to ensure that sand mining is done in a sustainable manner. And across borders, a petition has been filed with the National Assembly of Kenya calling for a ban on the popular social media application TikTok. The petition, filed by Bob Ndolo, Executive Director of Bridget Connect Consultancy, argues that TikTok is a threat to culture and religious values in Kenya. Ndolo claims that the content that is shared on TikTok is often inappropriate and promotes violence, explicit sexual content, hate speech, vulgar language, and offensive behavior. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, has directed the Public Petitions Committee to consider the petition and report its findings. In our last story, South Sudan's Ministry of Gender, Child and Social Welfare has launched the UN Conventions on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, 6 months after it was assented into law by President Salva Kiir. Esther Ikere, the Under-Secretary in the Ministry of Gender, said the launch aims to raise awareness about the rights of people with special needs. She said the event also sets an example for advocacy for inclusive representation of persons with disabilities at all levels of government. This brings us to the end of the 9 p.m. news. Thank you for listening in to Explore Online Radio. Have a blessed evening.